What's going on, guys? Preston Talk here, back again with my AEW Dynamite review for 17th or 3rd, 2021. Now, this last episode of Dynamite was a good episode. You had MJF and his faction coming out, and they were basically coming out in the jets, and it was really great. Then you had them. They had a segment later on in the night where they were basically MJF was saying that he had to basically sit back and watch Jericho put him under his wing and stuff like that, and all Tully Blanchard and all these other guys. He was saying like Sean Spears has been underrated, bigging up Warlow and everybody else. It was a real good segment. Then we have um, Pentagon versus Cody. You know, this was a good match to open up Dynamite. Cody gets the win. Typical Cody match. He wins with a roll up. Then we have a 10-man tag match. It's Butcher and the Blade and Private Party versus Bears Challenge, I think it is. And the Lucha Express. I don't know who won this match because I was in and out of the kitchen at this point. I can't remember, but I think, yeah, Lucha gets the win. But going back to that Cody and Pentagon match, there was a bit of tension again with this whole QT Marshall bullshit again. They're trying to actually get him over as a star, but whatever. Then we had a Young Bucks segment, and obviously, once again, if it's a Young Bucks coming out every single week, they've got to actually poke fun at WWE. And you have Don Callis with a don't slap legs with super kicks, which is a dumb thing anyway. That Vince has done, like he's banning people from slapping their legs for super kicks and other moves. Like, come on, Vince, like that actually makes the move better. Well, why? You know, if you had it for so long, this whole slapping your leg when you do a move, like why ban it now? And then obviously, typical Young Bucks, they've got to make some merch out of it because obviously they're unoriginal and they've got to go, oh my god, let's make some merch and let's actually mention WWE and have them live rent free in our heads, and basically not focus on our own product, which we should be focusing on our own product and actually building our own brand. But no, we've got to mention WWE because we're all bitter. So that's that. Then um, you had Kenny Omega coming out. Yeah, well, yeah, Kenny supposed to be Good Brothers versus um, Kingston and Moxley. It didn't really happen. It was a brawl. But before that, we had another great segment with Eddie Kingston and John Moxley. And I love these vignettes they're doing with Moxley and Eddie Kingston, like how they're basically just saying that how Luke Gallows and making fun of Carl Anderson's eyes look and stuff. This was awesome. I just love how they gelled. They're bashing the Good Brothers and stuff like that. But Eddie Kingston comes to the ring. He gets attacked by Good Brothers. Moxley comes out and makes a save. The match kind of doesn't come to fruition. Basically, Kenny just tries to basically break Moxley's neck. The Young Bucks come out trying to stop him. They have this tension for about 5 minutes. Is the Young Bucks going to join Kenny or are they not going to join Kenny? And eventually they just walk away. Like, we had like 5 minutes. Like, you could have had maybe them super kick each other, but it is what it is. Then you had Ray Phoenix versus one of the Top Flight members. Ray Phoenix gets the win. So, and obviously they're still building up. I thought that maybe they should have had Ray Phoenix versus maybe Nick Jackson this week, because if you're going storyline, then you would have Matt versus, well, you would have last week you had Matt versus Ray Phoenix. What about this week? You have Neville Pac versus Nick Jackson this week. You know, if you're going in storyline, you'll have Ray Phoenix versus Nick Jackson. You can go in storyline, but you had this match. Ray Phoenix goes over in the match. Then we get to the main event of the night, and it's the unsanctioned Lights Out match with Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, the two women that you should actually be building up. But before I get to that match, I did forget that Jade Cargill had her debut, a debut one-on-one match on Dynamite this week. It was a squash match, and obviously they're still doing this whole thing with Red Velvet. The two women that they should actually build in the division around, but obviously Kenny Omega wants to build it around Shida and Rio and all these girls who are not actually connected with the audience. but you can build a women's division around Red Velvet, Jade Cargill, Thunder Rosa, and all these other women, Britt Baker, but you want to build it around Shida. Nothing against Shida, but Kenny Omega doesn't know how the fuck he's booking his women's division, but he did good tonight. I gotta give Kenny props tonight because we go back into this main event, and this was a really good main event. So I gotta give props to Kenny for that. I gotta give props for do sometimes for Kenny, and Kenny did great. You had some table spots, ladder spots. It was just an awesome match. Yeah, Britt Baker gets the win, and that was Dynamite. Overall, Dynamite this week, I thought it was a good show this week. Also, I forgot that they had a segment with Sting and Darby Allin and stuff like that, and it was like kind of Brian Cage is kind of trying to branch out on his own, and he actually had mic time. Like he had mic, he was on the mic, and he actually got some good mic time. We actually got to hear what he was like on the mic, so he kind of done his work on the mic, but he actually has some mic time. So it was like they're finally trying to book Brian Cage out to be a top babyface. But yeah, leave you guys thoughts in the comments, guys. Peace.